Hi everyone, it's Angela, and today I'm going to show you an easy method to paint a cookie. And for this I'm using 3 different colours of petal dust. I'm using an orange, a yellow and a silver, and I'm going to be using a pipette with alcohol to turn the dust into a paint. So I'm just adding a couple of drops to my first colour, the orange, and I'm going to use a paintbrush to mix it together to form the right consistency to paint. Just going to add a little bit more of my liquid. I'm actually using a vodka for this, but you can use any clear alcohol, and the alcohol will actually evaporate once it starts to dry on the cookie. So this is a really great method to add colour quickly to a cookie, and as you can see it paints on really nicely. You can go over this as many times as you like to build up the colour. You can let it dry a little bit and then add more colour as well. Make sure you cover the sides as well. And you can see how easily that is applied to the cookie. So my cookie has already been fully flooded with my white royal icing, and it's dried for over 24 hours to make sure it is completely dry. You do want to make sure you're doing this on a dry cookie so that it doesn't cause any colour bleed. Okay, so next I'm going ahead and I'm going to add my second colour, the yellow, as we're replicating a candy corn design on the mason jar. Just want to wipe off any excess and make sure that there's actually no bits left in the colour as well. And then same process again, just painting it on the cookie. Now the size of brush that you use doesn't really matter. You can see that I used a bigger brush on the orange, a smaller brush on the yellow, but any brushes that you have will be absolutely fine for this. The main thing you want to do is just be consistent in your brush strokes and try and smooth out any lines that appear. And also, as you can see, the more you brush, you do actually move the colour around as well. So what you can do, once the alcohol evaporates, you can go over this again and add more colour if it doesn't dry to the right colour for you. So I'm just going back and tidying up my orange again. And that just gives you an idea. So my orange is a little bit thinner than I would like, so I'm going to add a little bit more colour for now, and then once it starts to dry I will add another coat as well. Don't forget to do the sides of the cookie as well. You want to make sure that all of the icing is covered. Okay, so next up I'm going to do the silver lid on the mason jar. So exactly the same process. I'm going to use my pipette and add a little bit of the alcohol to the silver petal dust and mix it up to my paint consistency again. And these little palettes are really handy to use. They're fully dishwashable. So once you've finished painting, you can always just pop them in your dishwasher to clean them, or just clean them off with hot running water. And exactly the same process, I'm just going along the top, I'm adding my colour. And once it dries a little bit, I'll go back and I'll add further details. So let's have a look at that. You can see the colour is starting to dry really nicely. I am going to go back and add a little bit more orange because it is quite faint in places. So you just want to touch that up. And then I'm just going to let it sit and dry. This can take a couple of hours to dry, particularly if you're in a humid climate, so you can always use a fan to speed up that process, or just leave it on the counter and make sure it's safe from any little hands getting a hold of it. So I hope you've enjoyed this quick demonstration of how easy it is to paint on a cookie. This is what the cookies look like once all the final details were added and the colours were touched up again. Hope you've enjoyed watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.